Welcome to Coffee Talk. You guys have your coffee ready this morning? I'm still sipping on mine. Today is August 13th. Crazy. Am I feel like we just got home from conference and it's August. Time is like not making sense to me anymore. But you guys know the drill for this call. We are here to talk about all of your marketing issues, concerns, questions. It's Ask Me Anything. So this is your time to ask me anything. Does anybody have anything to get started with today besides Diana's faulty printer?
I got interesting facts.
Are we talking about him this afternoon?
No, well, it could be to anybody who's a notary. Um,
Oh,
Texas has the most notaries in the whole 50. I learned that
I
at the
believe that.
ambassador meeting yesterday,
I
and
believe that.
we have eight prior notary of the year ambassadors
Oh,
throughout
neat.
the history of it. I was learning lots of tidbits.
Was this from your meeting last night, the ambassador meeting?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
I did promote this, and I promoted this afternoon, but it was it was really a lot of fun, but they said don't lose focus. Your primary job is to be an impartial witness, and you are a ministerial officer for the state, so prevent that fraud.
yep, that's exactly right. That's at the heart of everything that we do, right?
Yep.
So, do we have any specific marketing questions for today? You guys know how this rolls. People usually come in at like 5 or 10 after the hour, so I'm anticipating more of our members showing up. Is there anything specific this morning, Drew or Teresa, that you guys want to bring up? No? Everybody's good? Drew, how's
Uh,
your Chamber of Commerce going?
it's going great. I did they have a business builder event. I did that yesterday. Got to stand up and do my elevator pitch, so that was fun.
How'd it
Uh,
go?
it went pretty good, I think. I did kind of stumble through a little bit, but for the most part, I got through it, and
Good.
I think they could tell. I could hear like the kind of quiver in my voice. So the room
Sure.
full
I
of
mean,
strangers that seem to mostly know each other, and I'm the new guy. So
yeah, the best way to combat that is to keep going so that you don't
yeah,
feel like the new guy, right? Like keep showing
yeah,
up. That's that power of consistency. And remember what this feels like so that when you are considered a regular, which will only take a couple of times for you
hmm
going, when new people come in, that you're extending a hand out, right? And
yeah,
welcoming them because you now know how nerve-wracking it is to take that leap and go to
right,
a event, right? It takes a lot of gumption to do that. And
yeah,
you've done a lot of that just in the past month. I mean, I met you exactly a month ago. You've immediately joined Marketing for Notaries. You've already won the July marketing contest. You're out there like doing popping after popping after popping and talking and being involved in the community. So I have been absolutely just floored by your energy and your stick-to-itiveness. It's
thank
really
you. I
incredible.
just waiting for it to start coming back now. I still
Okay.
got some more. I did what I think I did 9 attorneys last week, and I'm doing. I wasn't able to do any this week, but I'm gonna do them next week. But doing the chamber, that's helped me a lot too.
Mhm.
And it got me in. I need to go see her, but it got me in touch with the lady. She's like a paralegal for like the nation. I guess she's a freelance,
Oh, wow.
works with whoever. So I want to try to talk to her.
Hmm.
I really want to try to get my trust delivery service. That's what I really want to focus on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it seems like people here that they don't understand what it is. They're just like, oh, we got a notary, and I'm trying. I was like, I know, but this is different, and this is definitely going to help your firm out tremendously.
Right.
But
And that's the goal of learning how to explain what you do beyond I'm a
yeah,
mobile notary. So you connect the dots in their head and make them see what you're talking about. Because at
yeah,
first pitch, it's usually like, oh, we have a notary.
yeah,
you have a choice. You either stop and walk away or explain your value to them and how you can help them grow your
Yeah.
business. And that's the
I
difference between, a good marketer and a not good marketer is explaining the value, your own value.
yeah. I leave behind. I give them this. I give them. It's got my flyer on it. It's got all my stuff. Um,
So we can't
I
see
am
that
about.
when you have your background blurred. You'll have to turn your
Oh,
black background blur off if you want us to see those. Otherwise, it blurs out anything you're trying to show us.
I got to
Um,
figure out how to do that.
but I saw you opened like a folder. So you'll go under video. There's a little caret next to the video. Click on that caret
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
and then just click blur my background to unblur it. There you
Okay.
go.
So I have my flyer, just the flyer that I leave behind. But
Nice.
and the training that you told me about, she's talking about, I guess, trust service that she offers to where she holds it or keeps it or something like that. I don't have that, but I figured I could leave this behind. It's just kind of like how it works, and give them a
Yes.
flyer so maybe they can read and see. Maybe one day they'll see. I was like, okay, maybe I can try
Will
that, or
you,
when I talk to them.
will you bring those today so I can see
Yeah,
them in
yeah, sure. I'll
person?
bring a
So,
folder.
yeah, because I don't have my glasses on and my eyes are terrible.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, I'll bring a folder and for
yeah,
how
so
I'll put it together.
this week I am working on putting this week and next putting together the 5-point marketing system for CNTDAs with the revised pop-ins. So instead of the little gifts, we're looking at the leave behinds, like what you're talking about from that
Mhm.
video in our classroom. So, and if you guys are interested on the CNTDA side, if you go into our classroom and you scroll all the right way down to the training that says what an estate planning attorney needs from a CNTDA, there's 3 videos in there. And the first one is marketing to an estate planning attorney, and it will show you these leave behinds that I'm talking about.
Yeah, and she gave me. She said the other one about the pricing sheet. So when they get interested, I can just drop this off, and it shows kind of what my pricing. So she
Yep,
did it with tiers. I'm gonna. I guess I'm doing bundles. Witness service with an attorney, without an attorney, or
love it.
what about an elite? And I've never thought about that. So that's a good idea about doing an elite one if they do 2 or 3
Yeah.
for the same client.
Yeah, there's different ways of setting up your packages for it. It could be, you could call it bundles, you could call it packages, you could, gold, silver, bronze. You can set up different things and that's what I'm trying to like lay out to look different ways to do that. But that's coming very, very soon in CNTDA. There's going to be a whole new marketing piece there. So that's going to be really exciting. So we want to make sure that that is staying as current and up to date as possible because it's frustrating when you're working behind the scenes, just like trying to reach out to people on LinkedIn. Because we know when people are busy, what's the first thing that they put aside? LinkedIn, social media,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's me too. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
right. It's just a natural thing. So we've got to get past this idea and I know Teresa's going to be rolling her eyes going, God, Jen, you've been saying this for 6 years now, but we have to get past the idea that we need to hide, behind something to get business and being out there is the way to do it and being seen for your professionalism.
Yeah, so the way I'm doing different with them as opposed to just like assisted living facilities, with them I'm really trying to get into and research them and try to research um their paralegals and stuff like that that's on there. And I find that a lot of them don't really have they have a LinkedIn account. Some of them do, some of them don't. Like a lot of them I'm running into don't even have that now.
Yeah.
They definitely their Facebook. Last time they posted their Facebook was like 2013 sometimes. And LinkedIn, they have it, but there's that they haven't done anything on it whatsoever. And
Yeah.
so
I,
either
I
have it
agree with you.
websites, yeah.
I agree with you. I think that I mean, we already know it's 20 times longer if you're not in person to start building relationships with somebody. Um, you cut out all of that frustration if you just do the hard thing, right? And get out and meet people. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I said earlier, like, oh, I know I need to have a LinkedIn present, but I'm so busy that I don't have time to keep up with it. And I think the thing that the attorneys do that I see is that they focus more on their directories that they have out there. They have directories just like we do. And they focus, on their directory profiles. Like they know they have to update those every now and again, but they're not necessarily super interested in LinkedIn. So, especially on the estate planning side, I think the ones I find that are most active are the personal injury attorneys who are advertising their services on, Diana's agreeing with me on LinkedIn. But it doesn't mean we shouldn't farm that, but it shouldn't be the only thing, right, that we're farming when it comes to getting our attorneys. There's so many different directories out there.
I subscribe. I think it was the attorney that was letting me use his office. I'm not sure because he did a little bit of everything when I was doing my HELOCs there. But it's called Senior Living. If you want, I can bring one of my old issues through and give that to you. Um, what I do is I kind of look through them and I hit two or three of them when I've got time. And it's weird. I'll start thinking, oh, this is the day I'm going to go on the road. Sure. Then the phone rings. I mean, but at least I've got it in my head that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But a lot of times, if you connect to the director of the facility, or even the little receptionist, they'll take your cards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I heard a great tip from a friend of mine. You guys know Kristen Weiss, most of you. I know Diana knows her. I know Teresa knows her. She's out in San Diego. Um, she has had a great deal of success tapping into both assisted living facilities and estate planning professionals and care facilities by regularly attending meetings in the San Diego County Council of Aging. So look in Weatherford, look in, wherever you are to see if there is a council on aging and see if you can tap into that. Dig a little. Do they allow new members? What does membership look like? How active are they in your community? Who are they associated with? But a council on aging would be, she said they are so grateful to have a notary in their midst because the people in that they help, the elderly population that they help, has all kinds of different needs for a notary that's mobile because they may not be, right? And it's all centered around the documents that we're already teaching you guys, which is all the estate planning life event documents that you learn about in the CNTDA program. So the other thing that, and this is a personal choice, um, but we all know with the politics in our country, the apostille business is booming. The other thing that if it appeals to you. If you can find attorneys in your area and I'm smiling because I'm thinking like where Drew and Diana live, probably not as many, but any attorneys that work with the LGBTQ community, and they're out there, that they focus on that community. Um, they are faced with the potential of the Supreme Court might be they're reviewing the possibility of removing gay marriage from on the federal level, which means those folks that are partnered together, they need to have certain documents in order. And guess what those documents consist of? Everything in an estate plan package. So partnering with attorneys that work with the LGBTQ community right now could also be something that you might feel drawn to work with. So Council on Aging and lawyers that work with the LGBTQ community. How does that sound for everybody?
That sounds awesome. I know where there's a hot spot for that activity, kind of. Um, it's an old part of downtown Fort Worth. Well, it's not very far from Lancaster, but it's in the nice part of downtown. It's where they've been taking some of the buildings, just like Montgomery Square, whatever. but they got the shops downstairs and the little condo flats upstairs, kind of thing. There's a coffee shop that's called Liberty Brothers. I meet a lot of folks that are rainbow couple. I'm trying to be PC, and they're great. I mean, I don't feel weird or nothing, but I bet you they're very active down there. And they would,
Yeah.
if I asked,
Well,
they would probably tell me.
yeah, sure. And Fort Worth, most cities, Fort Worth included, um, they all have neighborhoods, right? And there's attorneys that work there, and if it appeals to you, reach out. They need some extra hands right now because couples who are just married and do not have their estate plan documents together, their POAs, their HIPAAs, their all of those documents. If gay marriage is struck down, that's a problem, right? So they're all getting their acts together right now, saying, "Oh, we haven't done this. Now's our time before the possibility of this happening." So while I try not to bring politics here, I mean it's also an opportunity to be helpful, which I think is something that we all are drawn to.
Human, I don't care if it has needs.
We all have a heart of service, and we want to help, right?
Right. Um, how do I say this is my viewpoint, and I'm involved because of my viewpoint. I like what you did. Um, my husband's dragging me into politics, but I'm I'm part of the beginnings of the Tarrant County Viewers Guide for the Glock, and in the same building is a United Way headquarters, but
Mm.
like it's in big letters, but then like in italics or whatever, or different font style. It has something about elderly care or elderly care services. So
You.
I'm you got my wheels turning, girl.
Oh,
I'm
go,
already
go, 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 go.
there.
Get over there. Yeah, get over there and talk to them and yeah, see how you can help because those are the folks that need us right now. They need extra hands, and that's what we do, right? And I think it's, finding the thing that appeals to you and weighs on your heart the most, right, is makes you feel good about helping. So for that, you should. Hi, Jeanette. I saw you come in. How are you this morning?
I'm well, thank you. This has been a minute, but
That's
I
okay.
opportunity for me to chime in, until I get ready to go for my next appointment. Yeah.
Look at you, Miss Busy Girl. I'm glad that you're here this morning. It's nice to hear your voice. Do you have any specific marketing questions for us?
Um, I guess this is a mark. Well, I'll just ask and then you can tell me.
Okay.
I had a phone call a couple of days ago. It was 6:55 in the morning, and it was a what's up call because I guess I have that on my website.
WhatsApp. Yeah.
WhatsApp. I'm sorry. and and I mean I was woke, but I was not camera ready. And
Yeah.
so in my panic, I I guess I hit decline, but I thought but anyway, I wasn't trying to hang up. I just didn't want to be on the camera.
Uh-huh.
So, and I didn't know how to go in and retrieve it. It might have been some kind of solicitation. I don't know, but
See?
apparently I have that on my website or whatever.
WhatsApp, yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
Bill has actually called me on WhatsApp before, and I don't. Oh, I guess they could do like a camera thing, but his was just like a regular call. It freaked me out too because I was like, what is this? Why is somebody calling me on WhatsApp? But yes, they have that ability. I don't know if it shows up on camera or not.
it was asking me, I guess, permission for the camera. So I guess I need to go in and set it. I can take the call, but I don't want to be on camera.
Oh,
Um,
sure. So the best way to do that is so do you have an iPhone?
no, I have an Android.
Okay. So just cover your camera, which is like I have an iPhone, so it's the top right here. It looks, the camera looks at me or it's on the back. So I would just like cover the camera to answer the phone in that way, if you wanted to answer the phone, right? Or answer it and point it away from you, like point it at the wall or something. So, and just say, sorry, I'm not ready this morning. It's early.
Right.
I
Yeah,
think
but
that's
like I said, I just panicked because it's a different ring, and like I said, I don't want that to happen because that could have potentially been, you know,
Yeah, could have been business. But I'll tell you, I do get a lot of spam calls and texts and stuff on WhatsApp. I have it for a reason because we've used it at conference and stuff before just to keep people in touch with each other during conference. But yeah, I do get a lot. I just turn if it's not something that you use and you haven't advertised your WhatsApp number, it is probably spam. So I would turn off your notifications and stuff and then you won't hear it. Because WhatsApp is like,
okay,
all the Nigerian princes, you know what I'm talking about, all the fake calls, right? They're using WhatsApp now. Phone scammers are going to use any way they can to try and scam people out of money or scam people out of time or something. It's so frustrating.
okay,
But
okay, all right,
but
all right.
yeah,
Got
it's a good reminder, Jeanette. So I'm glad you brought that up this morning. Thank you. So I have a question I want to ask you. I don't know if you saw it yet. I know there's only four of you here with me this morning, but I would and I already saw your feedback, Drew, so thank you. But how are you feeling if you haven't seen my book? It's geared toward mobile business owners, not just notaries. So I am in 2026 considering either opening up a new community for mobile business owners or bringing them into our community, meaning um, we would have people that are in a mobile business, like dog groomers, trainers, mechanics. Um, it's escaping my head right now. But anybody that has a mobile business,
car washes,
yeah,
detail.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the detailers, that kind of stuff that would come into our community. The name would change. It would change to Marketing for Mobile Business. But I don't want to make a decision about combining it or starting a new one without getting your feedback. So how does anybody feel strongly one way or the other if we were to, I mean, there's obvious benefits to inviting other people in there. We learn new things. We make referral partnerships with folks. It's more of an opportunity to meet people in the area, wherever that is, right? Encouraging people to join, and then it can create new referral partnerships. The downside is it's not going to be this small little community that we currently have. So any opinions one way or the other?
I
Uh,
look at it as another networking opportunity.
It is. It is. It is absolutely another networking opportunity. Jeanette, what were you going to say?
when I did the survey, I put down no opinion. So sorry about that. I chickened out, but I just don't. It's like that like in. I don't participate in that because it's just it's just way too much for me.
Hmm.
And to bring in more people with more stuff
Hmm.
is kind of over, because I don't want a bunch of emails. I just don't want to, deal with more emails than what I have. But I'm not saying I'm against it, but I just kind of think of it like that, like in, if that makes
LinkedIn?
sense. I don't
LinkedIn?
participate in, I'm sorry, LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't get
I
you
can't even
it
say the
actually
right name.
yeah, you wouldn't be actually getting more emails from me. I try and keep my emails, I'll be honest with you. If I'm trying to sell something, that's when you're getting emails from me. And if there was some way to separate out people, I wish that's something that's a billion dollar idea if somebody ever invents that. But um, like I said, I'm going to be talking about it for a while. So if you guys hear about it again, sorry. I really want to try and get opinions one way or the other so that, we make the right decision. Managing one community versus managing two, I don't think is going to be that huge of a lift, but um, I don't want to. The notary community is always going to be my first love, right? So I don't want to piss off my notary community in any way. And I do want this to be more of a like a group decision. I want to have everybody's backing on it, or most people's backing on it, I should say. So if you feel strongly one way or another, like if a thought comes up or whatever, just shoot me a text, send me a DM on school, something, just let me know how you feel about it.
Do you think they want to hear all about the notary stuff? That's what I'm thinking. What do they really I mean, having it where they hear from all different kinds of people, but mostly it's going to be notary if you integrate them into this one versus starting a separate one where it's strictly, most of the notary people aren't going to be on there. It's going to be mostly them for
Mhm.
their mobile, services. I
Yeah.
don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is though that if you look at our discussion group, I don't talk about anything notary specific. That's
Yeah, true.
exactly
Yeah,
why, like on TNT, if you guys are on TNT, when a technical question pops up, it immediately goes to Laura.
yeah,
Is she's the one that knows it off the top of her head, and I don't want to tell somebody the wrong thing accidentally. I've chosen a lane, and that is marketing.
yeah,
Right. And if you look at our community rules, the first rule in marketing for notaries is we're not talking about specific documents, right? But think about the power of this too. If we educate these folks, right, that are coming in that have a different mobile notary, and somebody says, oh my gosh, I need a witness here. And we've explained to them what a witness is and how they can make like $25 or $50 or whatever you pay. It opens the door, I think, to more members is more opportunity for learning and growth and partnerships in some way.
okay. I mean, like I said, I was just thinking, are they gonna, because for the most part at the beginning, it's gonna be all
Yep.
marketing to title companies or marketing to,
Yeah. I think you make a good point, Teresa. I would have to be very clear when that transition happens to anybody new coming in that this community started as a group of notaries, and we've made the decision to include other mobile businesses so we can all share. I mean, obviously, at that point, the 5-point marketing system is going to be completely reworked to include all mobile business and, taking all the references of notary out,
yeah,
and just using different businesses. But yes, you're right. I would have to be really clear and transparent that this started as a notary community, and we are now transitioning because this 5-point marketing system can help any mobile business.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I
Okay.
said, if you guys think about it, something pops up that you're like, I don't want to deal with that, or, like, let me know, because with more minds thinking about it, it's more, you guys are going to see the angles that maybe I haven't seen. So I'm just starting to think it through. Right now, the focus is on redoing the marketing system for CNTDA, and getting that up into the program. So um, I'm really excited for you guys to see all the updates that are coming it's coming at the end of this month. So
Yeah, that those classes that you told me to look at, those are great. Those, I mean, it gave me a lot of ideas. Because I was like, how do I do that? I said, I know you said that pop-ins, they don't really work with attorneys, they don't get it and they don't understand. So I was like, okay, so what do I do? Because even like the gifts and stuff like that, that's kind of hard to do. I was like, what do I do other than just give my card, and then they have another card that they
mhm.
probably have 15 of them,
Well, those
but
professional leave behinds though
yeah,
are
that's
attorneys have the same kind of, I think pop-ins, however you want to call that whatever you bring for a pop-in, it works best if you bring something that office, or you handle it in a way that particular office is familiar. Like title and escrow are very familiar with small little gifts, pop-in gifts.
Mhm.
Attorney offices, more professional offices, are more familiar with a leave behind that includes your contact information, your pricing structure, your services offered, maybe some testimonials and referrals that they can reach out to find out more about you, a more professional looking package than just a little gift with pens and post-it notes. They don't necessarily understand it. And, once we figured that out, we wanted to make sure that that was part of the CNTDA program. So if you're ever wondering what I'm doing every day, it's that, remaking that. You should see my walls. I've got big giant sheets of paper everywhere over here, mapping it all out. But yeah, it's going to be exciting because it's going to bring another layer of opportunity for you guys to get out there and connect. Um, so let me ask one more question though. This wasn't on my agenda today, but would it be beneficial to you guys to have a class or a workshop on how to research something?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Drew?
Yeah, that would be good. Because like I
Teresa?
said, LinkedIn only works a little bit, but most of the attorneys, especially in my area, are not super active on it. So I've been having to go to their websites, and some of the websites they develop a bunch of information. A couple of I've seen they even have their like the receptionist bio and everything, and
Mhm.
so that helps out their websites. But
Yeah.
maybe
But I
if I see one that's got like a Facebook page, I'll go look at that and stuff like that. But yeah, having a workshop to help learn how to research better would.
it's occurred to me recently, after a few conversations with some folks and some coaching calls, that the word research, people say I've researched this. And then when I ask, okay, well, what does that mean? What did you do? And I'm realizing like you're not going far enough, you're not digging deep enough. So it just has kind of got me thinking like, what if we taught like a little workshop class? Laura and I were talking about this last night. What if we taught a little workshop class on how to like create an outline, maybe how to do some research? Because if you think about it, we are not taught that in school.
Mhm.
Like no, we don't learn how to study, we don't learn how to research things, we're just expected to do it. And so there's different levels of understanding of how to do it. Teresa, what do you think?
I think, you know what, for me, you always learn something on every single call. You can't say that you know it all. So
Right, yeah,
training is training. Whether you think you're an expert at it or you're just beginning, you're going to learn something because someone's going to think of something you didn't think of.
exactly. That's why back to the bringing in mobile businesses, that was the
Yeah.
whole reason right there that I thought about it was the more minds.
And that's true. The more minds, the you're going to learn something from somebody
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
thought of it before you.
Yeah, because I've been blown away by when you guys are regularly participating in the community of the school community, the stuff I'm learning, like somebody posted something, um this blew me away. Let me Mary Bouchard posted something 2 days ago that said advice please, and she was asking about sending letters to principals to schools, because do you guys remember her talking about that at TNT a week or so ago?
Yes.
And then
I,
Tiara, one of our members who's normally a little quieter, she comes back that she works in a school district, and here's how you need to do it. And I was like, oh, damn, that's amazing. Like, this is great advice. Like, we need everybody to, I wish there was some way to like point arrows or something at some of these comments you guys make. Like, this is gold, this is gold. But it was very good insight. I encourage you guys to go check that out. But she tells you exactly who to send
well,
letters
maybe,
to.
maybe you should collect those and at the end of the year put out.
Ooh.
This is the new things I've learned through the gold nuggets that I've gotten through all your comments through the whole year.
That is a
You can
great
print
idea.
that out, and then, you know,
That's a great idea. Kind of like recipe magazines. They do like
yeah,
the top recipes of the
right.
year,
The
top
top 10
songs of the
things,
year.
the top things that, if you missed it, this is, something you should have taken away from this conversation,
Yeah.
that conversation, or whatever. Yeah.
That's a great idea. I don't need any more ideas floating around in my head, Teresa. Thank
Sorry.
you, though. I'm paralyzed by good ideas and not enough time to get them all done.
Yeah.
Jen, did you have something,
Then,
honey?
You and me both.
then what I wanted to say, you know what my research consists of?
Hmm.
Google. And I
Yeah.
know that's just a starting point and it's not always 100% right, but I would love to be able to dig deeper because I had a question that I asked, Google. I should be probably asking a lawyer, but I just wanted to start. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? But I didn't, I don't know what to do besides Google.
Well, yeah, it's a great place to start. And there's all kinds of tools now with AI that can help us with these things. But I'm going to look into that in 26 because my 2025 is already beyond booked out. But I would love to throw something together like that because I think it would be so helpful to have a guide. So, like when you are Googling new attorneys in your area or something and you pull up their websites, you know what to do, where to go look. Just yesterday, I was looking at the Council on Aging here in North Texas, and I pulled up, like they had no, it was the estate planning council, and they had I pulled up their application to join, and I found so much information just from looking at their application that I didn't see online. So I'll have to look into that. But all right, guys, any last minute stuff before we wrap up today?
Nope.
I think it's today, but I don't know where because Gary hasn't sent it to me. But once a month, there's an attorney here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and he does like a kind of like a happy hour meet and greet thing, but it's called Drinks for a Cause, so it's cocktails or whatever, and it's usually at a bar and grill type of place. But
Yeah.
but you can bring your little cards, you do your little pitches. It's a great place to practice.
Awesome. Throw that in our general discussion community board, please. Because we
Okay.
have such a good handful of people in Texas now that we've taken over California as most notaries in the country, right? So yeah, throw that in there so that they can take a look at it and see if that's something that they want to come to. Because it doesn't, the more the merrier, right? There's plenty of work for everybody. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
doing your due diligence and getting out there and shaking hands and kissing babies, right?
that's right. Gary's a retired socialite from the he had something to do with press or something, but he's part of the government. He was part of the government publicity thing. So my first time there, I mean, if he sees you, he will walk you to everybody. He just is he's a
Nice.
super host.
Yeah,
And
nice.
I made it really nice because I was like, oh, I haven't done one of these in a long time.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Keep going and yeah, share if you guys find anything in any part of the country, share it, please, because we all need to, that's the point of a community like this, right? Share the wealth, share the resources.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a fabulous week. We will see you back. We're gonna starting in October, pick up doing once a month lessons on this call. I need some space to get the CNTDA thing, new marketing plan done. And then we will have some reworked videos and all kinds of new stuff happening too. So be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, I'll see Diana and Drew this afternoon. And the rest of you, I'll see you next week on either TNT or Coffee Talk. Bye, guys.
Have a nice
Bye.
day.
Have a good day, everybody.
Bye
You
bye.
too. Bye.